Well, just before 10:30 now. My time zone. Believe Monaco Grand Prix is still going on for Formula One. But pretty much just gonna be doing qualifying today and time trials. If we do good enough, I'll go ahead and maybe open up my own open lobby, get some races in, just have some fun. I think I'll do time trials first. We're welcome in. Appreciate you stopping through. Hope you're doing well. This one actually should be a pretty easy time trial here. I am, man. I am. What is this? The official rules. Start. It doesn't really matter to me. Recipients. Huh. There's prizes. Yeah, anyways, I'm not getting top one on the leaderboard, so that does not matter to me. I'll proceed. Now, actually, no, I do have a 992. Okay, good. We're on soft. Really? Actually, I didn't even know I was friends with G2A Korean, but top of the leaderboard are my friends. That's actually crazy. 127. Let's see, where does that put him in the world? Wow. Top 1,000 on a time trial is unreal. That is so difficult to do. I don't want to play a replay. I think I have to enter first before I get a ghost. I think this is actually going to be one of my first times even driving the 992, 911. I really haven't used it too much. I'll brush this off as league practice. Haven't selected my car, so I'll just stay testing the 992, 911 for next season of the JCCR Racing League. Pretty confident I'm going to end up going with the M6 though. Kind of just I really like that car, I guess, yeah. Oh wow, okay. No brake balance adjustment abilities. In fact, I don't know if I've ever really raced more than a couple laps with the 992. I have no clue how it feels. The only thing I remember is that under braking, it feels pretty similar under braking to the 991, 911. Oh my god, that disqualifies the lap. Are we serious? Okay. Well, let me fix my gloves. I didn't check what time gold is, but I'm assuming, I think the top is like a 19.8, so 3% off of that. That's, I think that means we have like, we just have to get within like 3.6 seconds of that, which should be like, alright, what is that, like a low 23? No clue there. I could definitely be very wrong about that. Okay, I was not aware you'd top out of 4th gear at the end of that straight. Let's see what gold is. I think that actually might be gold. No, silver. What's gold then? Assuming it's probably like mid 22s then. Oh wow, it's 21. Okay, pretty bad calculation of percentages from me then. 21.8. That's concerning. Nielsen and Seb. And QC. QC's pretty fast too. All of them missed out on gold. They're fast. Definitely wasn't a good lap for that 23-1, so I might be able to get down there. A lot of time to shave off, though. Yeah, I'm gonna restart that. That is not a turn that you want to go shallow in, that first one, because there's a foot-tall sausage curb on the apex of the second turn. In fact, it might actually be better to go deep into T1. Wow, that was a pretty bad turn there. Now, I know this upcoming one's just about flat. Now, I know that's not the fastest thing to do, but I actually think that's probably easier for me to do, is to just cut that turn. I don't know, it seems easier than trying to get everything else correct, but maybe not. Ooh, shoot. Forgot letting go of my wheel does that. Yeah, I mean, that was a decent time, and that's with overshooting a corkscrew. It's such a weird car. I mean, it's like fully gripped up. I mean, there's like no sliding. I actually think I'm messing up my slip angle. I think that's going to be how I get rotation in this car. It seems like you get a ton of rear end rotation on the brakes, but I'm letting off before getting back on the gas, so I'm losing a ton of that slip angle. Can't talk while I drive, but I think that's going to be the issue. That should allow me to get way more apex speed throughout those two left-handers going up the hill. my better final sectors, but a pretty weak second sector. Honestly, with a better second sector, that's definitely a new fastest time. That one turn, like the last one going up the hill, left 90 before getting into the corkscrew. Slowed down way too much on that turn. Probably lost a couple of tenths just through that. Yeah, see, and then this time, I'm going like 10 miles an hour faster. I can't brake less. That's so confusing. I wasn't expecting to do anything crazy today. I expected to not be this bad, though. I thought I'd have some pace. Oh, God, man. Car is such short gearing, can't even hold fourth on the straight. Okay, cool. Botched lap anyway. Doesn't matter. Man, and they don't count that. Wow, okay. Do I have assists on? What was that? I swear going down that corkscrew, I felt something twitch on like the throttle or something. Felt like it cut power for like a millisecond on the drop down. That felt really weird. I know sometimes traction control activates even when it's off. I don't know if that's what that did or what. Okay, overshot that. But that felt really weird. I did not like that. The chance I tapped the brakes and ABS kicked in too, I'm not sure. See, it did it again. Am I just hitting a part of the track when I do that? That feels so weird. It's like a twitch in the steering. Oh my god. 21.8's the cutoff for gold, but I guarantee you it's like a 28.3. Or 21.83. I don't think that's gold. Yeah. I'm 0.04% off where I want to be. Let's see, I mean, what is, say, top 5,000 cutoff? I imagine it's relatively high gold. Maybe I'll only get a 4,000. This takes forever to click through. Top 5, 21.5. Alright, let's shoot for that. Let's shoot for a 21.5. We'll be 2 point whatever % off. There we go. I finally broke traction in this car. It only took going down to first and exiting almost a hairpin in first. Uh, 21.99. I think I said 996. had to kill this lap somehow, dude. That was a pretty good lap right there. Probably would have been a 21.5 if I didn't, if I had as good of a final, sector as my previous best lap. Ah, that's so unfortunate. That was a good lap. A little too wide. Yeah, I mean, you see that? It's so insane how these sausage are. Keep in mind, this isn't... I'm pretty confident this isn't even what the track looks like in real life. I don't think they've had these huge curbs for a while. But Gran Turismo doesn't want to update it. As always, they're kind of just leaving the track how it is. It is so bad. I drive this track in Assetto Corsa. It is so much nicer. If I'm being honest, Gran Turismo's rendition of this track makes me dislike it a lot. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't necessarily say I hate it. It's not that bad of a track. There's definitely worse, but Gran Turismo has made a horrible version of it. I'll say that. I definitely don't like what they've done to it. What did I hit to send my car to the left through the corkscrew? That is... I don't really think that I had a good second sector, I think that was. I don't know, whatever, or first sector, sorry. It was a bad first sector is what it was. Man, I never have a perfect lap. It's just horrible. Yeah, 22 too. Jesus, man. And the truth is, I don't think this is a 21.5 lap. 21.82 or 8.42. Is that gonna be a gold? Probably not. I don't really know what the cutoff is, but. Yeah, it was disqualified, and that wasn't going to be faster. There's a few different little mistakes in that last lap. Still think the first sector is holding me back the most. Second sector isn't good, but I mean the first sector I shouldn't be as down as I am. Come on, that is exactly what the replay is doing, and he's not disqualified. Curious what this time will be this, so I'll finish out the lap. Alright, it won't be a good lap. Might not even be a personal best. There's a horrible second turn in the final sector, I guess, is what that was. Yeah, not a personal best, because I screwed that turn up. Probably could have been that if I didn't. God, it's hot, man. Starting to sweat, and we're probably, what, 30 minutes into this. Come on, man. It's just disappointing. I mean, it's not that difficult to do this. It really isn't. I'll be right back, guys. Alright guys, I'm back. I don't remember where the microphone was. I think it was there. Shoot. Okay. Now restart. Not a good seat position I was in. I mean, maybe it's just the car that I didn't like. I mean, seriously, it is... This is just miserable. Horrible turn. Why? I'm just like, my glove is just not on. Just so annoying. My God, finally, man. It's not the 21.5 that I wanted, but I mean, took way too long. Took way too long. Did DG Edge just lie about... DG Edge said these all end... I don't know, this does end on the 11th. Is today not the 7th? No, it is. What? Because it's 3 a.m. on the 11th. Explains it. So anyways, I know a thing or two about carts, I'll say that. I've been top 100 with carts before, I've been top 200 with carts before, 2 different races. Top 200 on a Saturday, by the way, so that's not, I wasn't even like a little cheat. No, that was like a, oh my, okay, 108.9 from Row. He is not. Oh, no, he is top 200, sorry. Let me check. Back when this was Daily A, I'm sure I've afraid of me being top 100. Let's see, though. Maybe I don't. Trying to think when that would be. Yeah, I don't think it's that far back. Might be able to find on DG Edge, actually. I forget if they have, like, specific... I think you can look up events. That's what I'll go ahead and do real quick. What? You're kidding me. There's no way that I missed out on that daily. I did not know there was another Kyoto driving park kart race right after Christmas, so I had... What was my time here? Alright, I had a 109.6. What do I need? I don't know what I need. I didn't check. I just need a 110. Cool. Sounds good then. I can get that. I had a 109.6 year before, and that was not like a crazy time, obviously. That was a top 100 at like 10 a.m. on a Monday. Immediately lost the top 100 too. 107.997. Unreal. Now, obviously, I remember exactly how you're supposed to drive this. Turn both assists on. I think with the zero traction control. I want to say you do. Shoot, do you do max? No, I don't think you do max traction control, but I could be wrong on that, I guess. Also, okay, this is actually a different... the daily race was a reverse, I guess, so this isn't even the same. Maybe it is max TC, I really don't remember. Which is crazy, but I think it might be max traction control. Yeah, oh my god, I can't turn my wheel. Jesus Christ, man. Maybe I need to turn force feedback down. Oh my god. I'll just turn the max down. That's insane. My wheel is shaking under braking. It's insane. There's no way you do zero trash control, but five seems like two. I'll run like 2 maybe. No way you can run that. Running 0 is insane. It disqualifies you for hitting the wall. This is gonna be a long long day, man. Longer than I thought for sure. I did not think this one especially would be so difficult. I guess I haven't done too much with it, just pretty much just started actually, but still. Well, you can't take it flat out, but I mean, it's probably pretty close to flat out. He gets such a head start. I'm actually just gonna try Zero TC and see what I can do. Wow. Okay. Actually, yeah, no, pretty much the whole run's ruined. There's not really... I do it for practice, but I'm not even really going to be practicing since I'm so low on speed. So that's why I feel like I might want more trash control, right? Because that's, I think especially that little grass patch, that's so hard to take without trash control. Alright, I mean, I need a 110. That is actually a pretty quick time. Didn't really realize how fast that was, but that's moving. I mean, my Sector 1's bad. I don't get how he's able to just take off like that from that turn without wheel spin. I think it might be because I'm not late apexing that first turn. I think that has something to do with it, but wow, that's hard to do. Super dude, or jeez, never mind. I saw super. It's super south. Welcome in. Hope you're well. Appreciate you coming through. I mean, I did not hit the wall there, but okay. Alright, so I did hit the wall. That should not be disqualified for that. Tell you what, actually, do I lower my controller sensitivity? I want to make sure. Yeah, I'm needed. Man, I really don't like some of these lines. Not easy to do. horrible time, that is. I need to be in like the 28s maybe, if I want to get gold. Dang it. So I guess you can't be too far to the right. $10.5, okay. Unfortunately, I just lost a lot of that time in that big bank turn. Pretty rough sliding I had through there, but and I just lost so much time in the jeez, man, that final turn, I just lost like 2/10. You know, I'm gonna just abandon that chain of laps after that. Oh my god. It was not ideal. Yikes. What? What? When did I hit a wall, game? When did I hit a wall? When did I hit a wall going up, man? That's actually insane. Yeah, Gran Turismo really is such a good game. Incredible. At least that one's kind of understandable. I did kind of go in the grass pretty good there, but... I was like 2/10 down anyway, it doesn't really matter. What time is it? 11:55. We'll race until maybe 1 o'clock. I don't know if we'll actually make it to then or not. I hope I'm not lapping this track for 60 minutes straight, but I might. come on. That was absolutely not cut, but, you know, whatever, game. Ten three. Now, this is not a gold. I know that. Well, it's still about 0.5% off, but... we should have time to improve. That's up 7,000. Jug is a 10-2. 12:02 now. Let's see. Hour and a half on the stream today. Alright, I'll go ahead and end it there. Everyone who came through, appreciate you guys stopping by, man. Yeah, take care, everybody. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Stay safe. Next one probably will end up being tomorrow. Gonna try and definitely try to improve my time on Eager. Might even come back later today to do that. Probably won't stream it, but might come back later today to do that. But other than that, probably gonna be back tomorrow for dailies, maybe. If not, gonna improve time trials. Yeah, take care, everybody. Stay safe. See you guys in the next one.